how are you doing? My name is Kimu and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Tutorials. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to get rich on any Minecraft faction servers. It doesn't really matter if it's OP factions or if it's regular factions or if it's MCMO factions. You should be able to find one of these ways to get rich in Minecraft factions. So it depends what type of server you start off with. So in some faction servers, you start off with no money, nothing. You have to go and collect wood and all that stuff to get the money yourself, start from the bottom. But on other servers, you start maybe with $1,000, and you can do most of these tasks like first 10 seconds that you've started in the server. So let's go into the first step that I have found, or the first way to get rich in Minecraft factions. This is one of the simplest, easiest, but also it's not always open. So what you have to do, you have to go to the end, and you have to go mine the pillars in the end. I'll show you what I mean right now. Okay, so I'm here on an actual faction server, not just a creative world. So what you want to do is go to the end, and I would suggest going /fmap on. Do that, and see where the war zone is. Some don't even have war zones, and some do. So what you want to do is go to the edge of the war zone and see if you can find an obsidian pillar. Okay, so at this point, this obsidian pillar is really tall and really big and thick. So what you want to do is go all the way up to the top. The first step to this is actually getting a diamond tool. So what I did is I sold the items that I got from the kit starter. So if you do /kit, usually there's a kit starter or kit start. So what I did is I sold that, and I got enough money for 30 levels. And so with that 30 levels, I enchanted this, and luckily I got a efficiency 4 unbreaking 3, which is super lucky. And what I did before this is I mined one of them over there. If I'll use my Optifine, you see that bedrock? Yeah, in those things down there. The netherrack. I mined that whole thing down in 2 days. So I didn't do that all the time. I just built my base, and then I went and did that. But it's really, it got me a lot of money. You can sell that to other players. You can make your base out of obsidian. Obsidian is what runs factions. So you can only do this on a new, or not new, it doesn't have to be new, but usually like a new server that has not been around, or a server that just went for a reset. But you gotta make sure that there's no players nearby, because a player can easily jump you and kill you. But my favorite part about this is you get your super breaker, and I went from 0 to level 75 on MCMO, but it's great. It makes you a lot of money. This is probably the easiest way to make money, but it's not always open to new players. Unless you're a new player to factions and you get onto a new server. So let's go to the next step right now. Okay, for the second way to make money on factions, I'm going to call this the faction betrayal way. So what you want to do is you're going to want to join a faction. So this guy, I don't know what the heck this guy's doing. He's like, I don't even know. Some guy just asked to teleport to me. But what you want to do is you want to ask to join a faction. But you don't want it to be a great faction. You just want it to be an okay faction that's maybe just starting off. I don't even know what the heck this guy's doing to me. He wants to teleport to me, but whatever. So you're going to want to join a faction that has just started off. And you can either, there's two things to do. So you can either join the faction and stay there and maybe with the other guy or girl make lots of money with them, because it's always easier to make farms and stuff, ways to make money with another person. It goes 2 times as fast. But what you can do is if they have an F home, you can, while you're still in the faction, take all of the stuff from there and then sell it. I mean, this is really grindy, because if you pick up the wrong faction, it'll take you maybe an hour to get nothing. Maybe iron tools and iron stuff, and iron tools are worth nothing in this game. So this is risky, and it can be the best, but it's also could be the worst. So I'll bring you to to the third way right now. Okay, for the third way to make lots of money in factions, this way it may be considered cheaty or cheating, or maybe I don't know what you would call it, but not like legit. But it is technically legit by most faction servers, and it is buying a rank. So if I do /kit, I did buy a rank, so I have the gold rank on the server, so I have to do /kit gold. I will get prot 3 unbreaking 1, and you can just combine that to make prot 4 unbreaking 2 and stuff like that. So that it's definitely, it costs real money, and most people don't want to actually spend real money. And me, I bought this way back in November of this year, or September, a long time ago. Oh no, my vault got raided. Lols. I don't even know, but whatever. So what you really want to do is, if you want to do this, you want to find a faction server that you know that you're going to love. You don't want to, wait, what did I do, /home-f. You don't want to go into a server and buy a $100 rank and then the server resets, or you lose all your ranks, or they go defunct. You want to buy it on a server that you know is going to be there for a long time. I would recommend the Archon on the screen if you want to buy a rank, because this is really, it's kind of cheating. It takes a lot to do this. It takes real money, and most people don't want to spend this. So let's go to way number 4 to make money on Minecraft faction. Okay, so way number 4 or 5, I think this is 4, to make money on Minecraft factions is also considered cheaty by lots of people. So this is what most people call scamming. So you want to tell people that you are selling them something that you don't have. Maybe you want to tell them that you have a raid, or you have a iron golem spawner. But my favorite is telling them you have a raid. So you go in the chat and say, maybe like selling raid, maybe 50k /me for details. So maybe you want to do that. I'll open up my chat right now. And so you'll want to do that, and what I like to do is I like to send them into the wild and tell them that it's an unclaimed raid. You might get 50,000 Minecraft dollars. Not Minecraft dollars, $50,000 for this. For nothing. You just have to have a home set in the middle of nowhere. And it's really easy to do. So you don't want to spam it a lot, but you might want to do just selling raid /me like that. It depends on the server. It depends on the time in the server. Like if people actually want to buy stuff, like if someone really wants a raid, they'll bite it, and they'll pay you after a TP to nowhere. So if I go /home, where's my home? So I have /home outside. I think this is outside, like on a random place. I'm not really sure. Oh, this is somewhere else. But what you want to do is you want to find somewhere on the top. So this is like here. So maybe you want to have it like 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, like XY or XZ. But it needs to be somewhere random. And tell the person after you TP there that your base is unclaimed. And after the unclaim, like after you tell them that it's unclaimed, tell them to pay because they're already there. They'll pay you, and you can just leave. Tell them that they'll have a good raid, and then they'll find nothing, and they'll realize maybe I missed the raid, or maybe it was already raided or something like that. They won't really suspect it, and you can do this like 4 or 5 times, and you can get $500,000. And after that, you'll have enough money for an iron golem spawner, and that's like infinite money, really. So this is what I think is the best way. But for some factions or faction servers, this is illegal in like the rules. But for most, it is not, because this is Minecraft factions. So let's go to step 5 right now. Okay, for step number 5, I'm going to call this the step up method. So what you want to do at first is you might want to buy it up. I dropped my pickaxe, but you're going to want to buy something like 16 potatoes, okay? And with these 16 potatoes, you can grow them in that, or you'll have to buy that for like $200. That's really cheap, right? Really, really, really cheap. So what you want to do with that is I don't even know what I'm saying. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to plant those potatoes, those 16 potatoes on the ground. And then and maybe you just go AFK for 5 minutes. After those 5 minutes, maybe all of it has grown. After it's grown, you can make $50. So if you were to go just play for like 3 hours or something, you might be able to make like $500. No, not $500. You'll be able to make like $2,000. Okay, and with that $2,000, you can maybe buy some melons and then make an automatic melon farm. And with that automatic melon farm, you can buy nether wart. And with the nether wart, you because like I don't even know what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is that if you buy nether wart and then maybe you expand your farm so that you get $1,000 per like harvest, you'll have enough money for a spawner. I'll go up here to show you the spawners. Okay, so like maybe you'll have enough money for a where is it? Maybe you'll have enough money for a zombie spawner, or maybe you'll have enough money for a cow spawner after 75 harvests. That's a lot, but it's like reasonable. You'll have enough for a cow spawner. And after the cow spawner, you can just go AFK for maybe like, after like 3 days, you'll have enough money for a skeleton spawner. After that, maybe you'll have enough money for a creeper spawner. And after that, you'll have enough money for for a blaze spawner or an iron golem spawner. This is probably, it's an easy way to make money, but it's easy, but it's also hard at the same time. It's easy in the sense that you don't have to do much, but it's hard in the way it's going to take a long, long time to do this. It might take you a week to maybe get a cow spawner, and then after that cow spawner, it might take you 2 weeks to get an iron golem spawner, and after that, you'll have enough money to get armor and to actually start playing factions with like raiding and all that stuff. But it takes no money to start off with, and you can end up with lots of money, but it's going to take time and lots of effort. Like the first way to get money, it's going to take a lot of time, and it's going to be very, very grindy. Most of the steps actually are going to be really, really grindy. So if you have enough time, like maybe one night, just try your hardest that whole night to level up. That's what I would do. I would just level up your way to get more money. Okay? So this is going to have to end off this episode of Minecraft tutorials. In this episode, I taught you how to make lots of money in Minecraft factions. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned how to make lots of money. And I hope you become a billionaire and rule the world. Okay, thank you for watching. My name is Kimu, and have a fantastic day. See you later.